right, this is Wally's first session here. First session is always decompressing. So it's learning, because I've never, I've met Wally, like I've met him in passing, but he doesn't know me personally or on a personal level. He doesn't know who I am. So I have to build a relationship with him. I imagine it like a boss. I have to build a relationship with a boss or someone before I'm going to do things that they ask me to do. So here, I know you look like you have to go potty. You can do it. If you have to go potty, you can go potty. This is that anxiety pacing right now. He's pacing around, and that's okay. We're gonna let him kind of figure things out and check things out a little bit. I'm not going to engage with him in this moment. A lot of times we try to force ourselves on, good. We try to force ourselves on dogs. Good job. Awesome. And that's one of the worst things we can do. When he comes over to me, I will engage with him, but that's his choice. I'm not going to force myself onto a dog. It's one of the worst things that we can do. But I want to talk a little bit about anxiety and how it portrays in dogs. And there are some things we do that is counterproductive to working with anxiety. And we licked our lips. So here I'm getting a completely different treat. You said we didn't have any allergies. What do you think, Wally? Oh, you did pee a little bit. That's okay. Oh, we peed. Okay, cool. I just don't want you stepping in it, though. That's the only thing. Let's get that cleaned up. Ew, you dragged it with your leash. Here, we should probably take that off. I don't know why you still have that on you. Ew. So, I worked with a dog, just a little heads up. Last week, we had a dog that was here for a week, board and train, with some severe anxiety issues. I should send you a clip of day 1 versus day 7. It was night and day, but just kind of an FYI, already Teddy it's not a comparison. It's not who's doing better than another, but Teddy's already more comfortable than this dog was on day 1. So I love that. Teddy's coming up to me. I want to show Teddy the different treats I have available. Look at already. We see this engagement. I love that. Ooh. Yeah. Gonna do like a charcuterie board here. Gonna put out some different things. See what Teddy likes and what he doesn't. Oh, you peed back there. Okay. See what he likes and what he doesn't like. I'm gonna put out this peanut butter. I'm gonna just put a little in the lid. It's like a dog peanut butter, so it's like really thin. Okay, we'll put that out. Okay. Here we have some quail. We'll do a little charcuterie. Here we got some salmons. Okay. I'm gonna clean up your pee though, so we don't drag it around. We don't want you to drag your pee, because that is nasty. See what I did there? I rhymed. Very good. Very nice. Very nice. But yeah, this is nothing to be worried about. This isn't like dog training you see on TV where it's like, I'm gonna make you sit, I'm gonna make you listen. This is like therapy session. It's teaching him how to cope when things are difficult. Oh, I forgot a treat. Let's try this one. You might like this one. What's in there? I have one more. I have a really good one. Oh God, did I leave it in the car? Curses to me. I love that he's already coming up to me like I'm a stranger. What do you think, Walt? Look at our little charcuterie boards. Good job. There we go. Yeah, you're naked now. You're naked. You can do whatever you want in here. Well, okay. There's certain things you can't do. Like you can't bite my face off. Good job. He's still doing his pacing, which is typical with anxiety. He's looking around. A big thing with anxiety in this room, especially going to the door, going to the window, going to the door, looking out the window. Those are the two big ones that I see. Another big anxiety is having these treats on the ground and he's ignoring the food. Not surprising when you're in the midst of high anxiety, the last thing you want to do is eat, so not surprising. I do love that he's stopping though and coming up and checking me out. Lovely gorgeousness. Good job, Wall. Good boy. Oh my gosh, came over to me. Good job. Let's see. Actually, I don't know. Let's see. Not sure how he feels about toys, but we're going to try it out. We're going to pull him out again. Oh, I love that he stopped and checked that out. That was really good. That was really good, dude. That's super good, dude. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Sir Wally. Sir Wallace? That's what I'm going to call you now. You are Sir Wallace. Do-do-do. Oh, I got some fun stuff, Wally. Oh. Yeah, there we go. Oh, this one's kind of cool, too. Very nice. The fact that he's checking these out, this is huge. Seems like not everyone's like, oh, it's a dog and he's smelling. When it comes to anxiety, that's huge. He heard a noise. We see our body language completely changed. It was, okay, let's check this out. We're having fun, to now back to pacing. We forgot about this. Going to the window, going to the door, going to the window, going to the door. That's our typical anxiety. And that's okay. That's okay. Day one, we're decompressing. You want to see? I have a lot of toys in here. Yes. Oh, look, there's so many toys, dude. It's ridiculous. It's like Chuck E. Cheese. It's like dog Chuck E. Cheese. Where are my other toys? I swear someone comes in here and steals my toys. All right, well, these are the toys we have here today. Good job, Wally. What do you think? What do you think? You see this change in body language. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. But he'll go from this. Now he's going to do his pacing again. He's going to pace. He's going to go to door, window, around. That's the typical anxiety movement. Totally normal. Totally normal for anxiety. Anxiety is not totally normal for dogs. Going over to the window, pacing around back and forth. There's a lot of noises here. A lot of different noises. One time I was like in here working with a dog and I heard a bird noise, like a tropical bird noise. I'm like, what the heck? Like there are so many different noises here. So it can be very overwhelming to our dogs with anxiety. But yeah, we're gonna talk about a little bit about what anxiety is, how it comes about, and then last step, what we do with it. So anxiety here is what you see. This is also reactivity. Reactivity is an overreaction to a stimulus. The stimulus being that noise we're seeing, or things that are happening, or being in environments. It's overreacting to that. Like that's reactivity, and we're seeing anxiety with that reactivity. Like you should hear that noise, and we would call it bounce back. Bounce back would mean, okay, no big deal, and we can continue doing what we were doing. Where you see he has a hard time with that. He does his pacing. He's doing the exact same anxiety thing, door, window, round in a circle, door, window. That is due to that anxiety. Now, how anxiety happens, this confuses a lot of people, and it can be very confusing because we think like, what could I have done differently? What did I do in order? Good job, good boy, thank you, I appreciate that. What did I do in order to make him like this, or whatever it may be? And that takes us back to nature versus nurture. That's a thing we say a lot as humans, nature versus nurture, nature versus nurture. Well, that's not the case. It's nature and nurture. Everything in life plays a role in behavior, and everything before life plays a role in behavior too. And that has to do with DNA from mom and dad. That has to do with what happened when we were in utero. There's a lot of things that play into anxiety. I don't know if we know Wally's past, if we know his parents or his grandparents, but anxiety is something that is passed down genetically. It can be something that is genetically given as a gift. It's a terrible gift given from mom, dad, or grandparents. So that could be something. If we don't know, that might be, it might not be, I don't know. It could be nurture. Nurture is based on things that have happened in his life. It could have been certain scenarios and how those were dealt with. Dogs go through 2 fear periods in their lives, and this is usually where the anxiety really kicks in because it's how those situations are handled. So we're at the window, then we're going to go to the door, and then we're going to pace around. He has He has his whole routine now, and it's very predictable. I can predict exactly what he's gonna do. He does the same thing, door, circles around, goes to the window, goes to the door, paces around. We have these same, that's the nice thing about anxiety, it's extremely predictable. So I can predict a lot of his behavior because of the anxiety. I don't want to because I don't want him to feel this way. Okay, sorry, back to what I was talking about. Let's talk about we talked about nature being genetic, nurture being experiences he had in life. They go through those 2 fear periods. The first is somewhere between 6 months and a year. The next one is somewhere between 1.5 years and 2 years. And during these fear periods, a lot of times we do things as humans. We think we're helping, but a lot of times it can be what causes them to actually become very fearful of things and to have anxiety heighten. Now, in this moment, there's a couple things I could do. So he's struggling in the sense, okay, our anxiety is high. So you see door, window, pace, door, window, pace. It's the same constant routine. I could go to him, pick him up and say, Wally, it's fine, oh my goodness. But what I'm saying in that moment is what you are nervous about is truly scary. I'm affirming that fear. I'm affirming that. By me sitting here and I'm not engaging in the anxiety at all, I'm not responding to the noises, that's proving to him that what he's hearing and maybe the things he's seeing, there's nothing to see in here, it's just the noises. But that's proving that's not a threat. I'm not responding, so it must not be a threat. Now, let's say a lion was running at us. Yeah, I'm gonna freak out and I'm gonna scoop you up and I'm gonna hold you and I'm gonna protect you, sure. But that's only if something is an actual true threat. And we tend to do this with things that are not a threat, and that makes our dogs believe that it is a threat. So there's a lot of times where nurture plays a huge role in anxiety, where we have accidentally proven to them that, these things are uncomfortable. So it's very important we teach our dogs how to regulate. And when we teach regulation, we're co-regulating. I don't just expect him to regulate. I know I can regulate these noises, and I don't just expect him to do it. Co-regulation is I'm here with you. I'm here to help you out. But again, I'm not going to affirm that fear. So by co-regulating, I think about it as the calm in the storm. This is the storm right now that's going on. Door, wall, pace in a circle. Door, wall, door, window, pace in a circle. I was like, wait, something I'm saying is not right. That's the storm. And here, I'm the calm in the storm. I'm not reacting to the storm. I'm not adding to the storm. I'm not, trying to pick him up. I'm letting him know that, it's okay. And it's cool. And we can get through this together. So that's how that's how we should be the calm in their storm, is we're going to help co-regulate. That's the first step, is co-regulation. The next step is teaching them how to regulate on their own. Now, I can't achieve self-regulation if he can't co-regulate. So that's our goal. These are all future goals we're working towards. This isn't, okay, today I expect you to self-regulate. No, he hasn't known how to self-regulate for a very long time. I'm not going to expect that anytime soon. But just know the first step, co-regulation. Yes, good boy. This right here, going and smelling that toy. That sounds simple. This is co-regulation we just had right here. My calm was enough for him to say, for a second, I'm gonna sniff this toy. I'm gonna do a normal dog thing because I was able to calm my brain down for a brief moment and do a very dog behavior, which is sniff this toy. Good job, very nice job. That is what co-regulation is. You notice when he's pacing and freaking out, I'm not talking to him. I'm not saying, oh, Wally, what's wrong? Oh, come here, let me hold you, let me pet you. I'm not doing any of that. I will do that if there's a threat. Again, if a lion comes and is jumping on this window, you best believe I'm gonna jump on him and be like, Wally, get in here. Oh my gosh, I got you, I protect you, I will keep you safe. But again, there is not a threat. There's nothing in here that is threatening towards his survival. So I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna co-regulate with him. What was that noise? We're smelling. Good job. We stopped our pacing right now. He's right outside the video. He's right behind me. But we stopped our pacing and we're smelling. Again, a very dog behavior. I don't want to say normal because that's offensive. An average dog would come in here, and that's the first thing they would do, is they would check out everything. They would smell all these bins, they would smell around. That's number one. Oh no, we're pacing again. That's okay, we broke it for a second. That's not what he's doing. He came in here and he went, started his whole thing. We did have some moments where he stopped and smelled the treats, loved it. I took the toys out, he did for a second. And now we're seeing little breaks, which I like a lot in there. But I want him to be able to do what the average, again, I'm not gonna use normal because what the heck is normal these days, what the average dog would do, which is, coming in and checking things out. Oh, I thought he checked out the floor. I think he was just looking underneath, trying to look underneath the door there for a moment. But that's the idea. That's what co-regulation is. You being the calm, that's not saving. I'm not saving because there's nothing to be saved from. I'm not saving you. I'm not protecting you because there's nothing to protect you from. I'm helping you through it, and I'm helping you work through something that is a difficult situation. Oh, we stopped and looked. Good job. Very good boy. Good job. That's very nice. I appreciate you. Way to go. Way to be. So here we stopped mid. He goes the window or the door, the window, and then does his pacing around. He stopped his pacing, and right now he's looking around and taking in information. That's so important, and that's so huge. I love that. Okay, so we talked about what we're supposed to do. We're going to co-regulate to teach self-regulation. That's our steps and our goal. And we're talking about how we're going to do that. So step one at home for you would be, if you ever find him in a situation like this, where his anxiety is high, I want you to sit and just co-regulate with him. I don't want you to save him, because again, there's nothing to be saved from, and he's not learning. We think we're helping our dogs out, but we're not. We're not able to, good boy, very nice job, very good. We're not truly helping. Oh, he's right behind me. Good boy, good job. Stopped and smelled my hand. I need to turn this camera on a little bit. Where are you? There he is. Look at that. Peekaboo. Good job. Awesome job. Way to go. Good boy. Look at you. This is huge. Day one. Day one. What do you think? Did you think, good boy? Good job. Good job, dude. I appreciate you. Very nice. Very good. So he snapped. He was out of that anxiety for a moment in the not self-co-regulation, those are two different things, in the co-regulation, but you saw where we bounced back in. Oh, we came out for a second, but you see where we bounced back in. Hi, welcome, good boy. Yes, we're out right now. Good job. What do you think? What do you think? Look at these. Good, we're out. Good. Look how long we stayed out for. Very nice. Oh, our brain bounced back. Oh, we're out. Good. Good. Our brain went back in. It's like a light switch. It goes on, off, on, off, on, off. And he doesn't have control of that light switch. So it's literally flipping on and off. Very good. Very nice. That was a really good. We're back in right now. Oh no, we stopped our pacing. This is good. But yeah, that's what that anxiety is. It's a light switch. Turning on, off, on, off, on, off. And it can be as quick as you saw right there. Flip, 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 flip. We're in it. We're doing our pacing and our checking out, but that's okay. I'm just looking for tiny little moments right now. I have zero expectations for him today. Today is just a decompressing day. It's just learning us two together. That's all it is. Okay, so we learned what it is, what anxiety is, why it's happening. We'll never know. I can't ask him, what was the scenario when you first started feeling anxious? Does mom and dad have any, diagnosed issues? I can't ask that from him. So it's important to know why it can happen, but we might never know why, and that's okay. We don't need to know why to work on it. Just know that those are the reasons that are typical and probably how it started. But it doesn't matter why, we know the steps moving forward. First is, yes, good job, nice job, my dude. First is that co-regulation, and then it's the self-regulation. And how we're going to achieve this, not starting now. Day one is always just decompressing. Is that a sneeze, a burp? What was that noise? That was strange. Day one is always decompression. I never ask for any behavior or really do anything on day one. We're building a relationship on day one. I want him to know, like, okay, she's cool. Like, it's no big deal. But starting day 2 is when we really get into the meats of it, getting into anxiety. I don't know if you as a human have anxiety or know someone who does, from a human perspective. We're not talking about dogs anymore. A human perspective of anxiety. One of the worst things that happens is when they stew. And when I say by stew is when they sit in it or they stay in that anxiety moment or whatever is causing them anxiety. I'll give you an example here. I have really bad anxiety when it comes to large groups or large crowds of people. You see me, I'm very short. I'm not a tall human being, so I get lost within crowds. People touch the top of my head. People are like, no one does that. Yes, it happens every time I'm in a large crowd. It's bizarre what people will do to short people. So it makes me very anxious when I go into large crowds. One of the worst things for me is when I stay in those crowds. The anxiety gets worse and worse. It doesn't get better. What makes it better is when I leave that scenario. Sometimes it's like, okay, I just need to get 100 feet away and I'm okay. It's not leave like go home. I just need space sometimes. And that's how we're going to work with him. Anxiety builds as they're trapped in whatever is making them anxious. So let's say there was a dog barking at him right now and he shut down. One of the worst things I could do is keep him in the presence of that dog that is making him shut down. Is what I have to do is we have to keep moving. That is the number one key with it. Let me try this again. That's the number one key when dealing with anxiety is keep them moving. It keeps their brain, that light switch I talked about, off on. It keeps their light switch on towards something, and that's walking. That's continuously moving. So tomorrow, what we're going to work on through our anxiety is we are going to work on moving, getting our body moving. This is, I guess, anxiety and depression combo, but there are those people who are like, have zero motivation. They're like, I just can't get out of bed. Laying in the bed isn't doing anything. A lot of times, all they have to do is one simple task. Get up, put their shoes away. And that's enough to get them going and to get them out of that bubble that they're trapped in. So that's going to be our plan for tomorrow. It's going to be, excuse me, as I choke. It's going to be walking. We're going to keep moving. I call it just keep swimming. That's going to be day number 2. Just keep swimming is we're just going to keep walking. We're just going to move around. That's all we are. It's going to be in here. I don't know if I showed you this room or not. This isn't a, gargantuously big room. What you see is kind of what you see. It's maybe, I'm so bad at guessing space, 10 feet by 10 feet square. It's not that big of a space, but we're gonna walk. We're gonna walk back and forth. We're gonna walk in a circle. We're gonna keep moving. And I want you to see what happens when we move, when our body physically starts moving. Now, there's still going to be co-regulation going on in the sense of, I'm not going to be like, oh, you're okay. It's going to be like, let's go, we're walking. It's cool. Like nothing's going on. It's no big deal at all. He's checking out the camera. Yes! Go Wally. Go Wally. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. He's like, you are such a weirdo lady. But yes, you're doing dog things, checking out a camera. That's weird. That's definitely weird. And I like that you checked it out. That's very good. Their way to stress yawn. This is important. That sounds silly to say, oh, stress yawn, yay. They do that to release anxiety. Now, again, we talk about stewing. Stewing is when anxiety is kept in and balled in, which is what he's been doing this whole time, is balled in. That yawn you saw, that is a visual release of anxiety. That's huge. We're going to be looking and talking about more of those signals, as he does it. It's the first one I've seen him do yet. That's okay. We're working on it. I love that he gave it to me, though, and we're only 24 minutes in, and he's already giving me stress release signals. Good boy. Oh, we heard a noise, so we snapped back into it. That turned our light switch back on. Totally okay. So yeah, sorry, jumping back. Also, I should probably warn you on day 1 right off the bat, before you start questioning what is wrong with me, I have severe ADD. So you will hear me jumping from one thing to another. My light switch is on, off, on, off, on, off as a human all the time. I'll come back. I always bounce back, but when I bounce around, don't question why. It's the ADD. We're working on it. But okay, let's bounce back one more time to the just keep swimming. That's what we're going to do. We're going to just keep swimming. I'm going to co-regulate by I'm just moving. We're just walking. That's all we're doing. We're just gonna move together. I'm not going to affirm your fear by, stopping and sitting there or picking you up or petting you, because again, I don't want to say we're in a padded room. It's not padded, it's tiled, but this is a not soundproof, what's the bomb-proof room, I guess. There's nothing going on in here. There is nothing that is going to hurt us or is that actually is terrifying in here or threatening to his life. So there's no reason in here for me to protect him. And honestly, if we think about it, in his actual real life, there's going to be very few times where you're going to have to actually protect him. Oh my gosh, this is huge. This is huge. This is huge. This is so huge. I hope he doesn't move. He moved because I moved. I ruined it. Wally, we need a camera person. So let me explain what happened till I ruined it. Wally went and he laid down right over there in that chair gap. Not under the chair, which is also huge, just laid down on the floor over by the chair. Why is this huge? Why is this a monument? It's not something little. A lot of people would look at that and be like, a dog laid down. Laying down is one of the most vulnerable positions a dog can be in. They're not going to lay down in a situation where they think they could potentially die. They're going to be on guard, like you see here. You see him pacing. He's on guard. He's ready for something to happen. He laid down in my presence. He said, okay, I trust that nothing's going to happen to me in this scenario. And like I said, nothing is going to happen. I'm not going to let anything happen to him. That's huge. It's those little milestones that they're actually not little. They're actually huge, but it's those milestones that are like, oh my gosh, you're making progress. We've been here for 26 minutes. And again, he just got dropped off today. We've been here for 26 minutes and I'm already seeing huge milestones and then huge progresses. I need a camera person. Wally, we need to hire a cameraman and he needs to follow us around. Well, that would probably make things more difficult because, you're not a huge fan of men, which I get. Men are the worst. Just kidding, but seriously. I got distracted again. There I go, my brain wandering off. Okay, he laid down and that's huge. Again, people would look at that and say that's nothing. Who cares? He laid down. That's huge when you have anxiety. That's super huge, especially in session 1 of decompressing. So I love that. I'm gonna jump back now to just keep swimming. I was talking about how in real life, like on an everyday basis, you're hardly gonna ever have to protect him. His life is not being threatened like he feels it is on an everyday basis. So we do not want to act or affirm his life is being threatened. So you're not going to want to pick him up all the time. Now there are times and places where picking up and hugs and affection and oh yes, loves, let me hold you, is appropriate. Oops. Okay, again, this seems stupid to get so excited over. It is not, because here we're not doing our anxiety pattern. We're not pacing. We're not going to the door. His light switch, I wouldn't say it's off because you do see his head kind of like, you'll see it click on and click off, but it's not clicking on fully. It's kind of like, if this is the light switch and this is off and this is on, it's like, it's like this and then off and then this and then off. This is huge. Yeah, this is a big set for day 1. Okay, I'll talk as he's laying down over there. My bad. I forgot what I was talking about again. Wally? Oh my gosh. Okay, the just keep swimming. We talked about how we're not going to affirm because on his everyday life, his life is not being threatened. If it is, again, Wally, I'm scooping you up all the time. I'm gonna carry you around. I talked about times and places. I'm not saying that we cannot pick up, hold, oh, Wally, but there's times and places. That is going to be given when we're in an off state. I'm only going to hold you and I'm only going to baby talk you and I'm only going to do that when your light switch is off. I guess this would be off and this would be on. When your light switch is off. When it's on, I'm not going to do that because that's making your fear grow and your fear worse. So we're only going to give that when he's not already feeling threatened. So love and attention is for when our light switch is off. I would say like right now, but in that moment I was just going to say it. He let out a little bit of a whine, so that means we're still, our switches, again, it's not on all the way, because that's huge, we're smelling ourselves. Totally normal dog behavior to do. Love it. But yeah, times and places of appropriosity. So tomorrow we will be doing just keep swimming. We're gonna be moving around. We're gonna keep on going. How we amp it up from there, again, I talked to you when you dropped off. I don't do anything that is not on Mr. Wally's schedule. It's called flooding. Flooding is pushing them past their limits, past beyond what they can handle, and hoping, it kind of works out for the best there. There we go. Oh, this FYI, this is a quail. I just looked at it on the ground and go, what the heck is that? It's a quail. It's what I use for treats. Oh, he came over. Do you want to check it out? Yeah, that's a quail. Oh, look at this. Oh, we're on right now. So here, I'm not going to engage when our switch is good boy. When our switch is on, we don't want to engage. So I was talking to him about the quail, and then his switch went on because I heard it too, a voice or something. I don't know what it was. But he heard that noise and his switch went on, so that's when I stopped talking. I don't want to accidentally affirm that fear of whatever it is, so I just sit calmly and I go back to whatever I was doing. Here, since I was talking to the camera, I'm going to go back to talking to the camera. At home, it might be doing laundry. Say, I don't know, I'm trying to even think of. Oh, darn it. I don't know if you heard that. He was sniffing. That's a very dog behavior. Check out your space. So his switch was off. Very good. So I can interact with you when your switch is off. When it's on, I don't want to, because I don't want to accidentally affirm your fear or your anxiety. Beautiful. Oh, look at that. He's like, I found my favorite spot. Now we are panting, which is just like pacing. It's a very big stress signal. But the fact that, again, he laid down, of course he's going to show me stress signals. This is hard. But the fact that he's laying down is huge. So I love that. So yeah, we're gonna start with just keep swimming. I'm not gonna do anything he's not comfortable with. We're on Wally's schedule. Wally tells me what we do, and Wally tells me what we don't do. I think I started getting into flooding. Flooding is when we push. It's human and dog the same. It's when we push human or dogs past what they're comfortable with in hopes that it affirms that that's not scary. And flooding would be like, I have a severe fear. This is a safe space, so I will share my fear with you. Wally, I feel like you should be in it. Here, I'm going to turn my body. Just don't want that staring at my side. It's weird. There. My fear is spiders. So, actually, I'm not going to lie, it's any bug. I'm like deathly afraid of any bug. Doesn't matter what it is. Spiders is just a bad one, but they're all bad and all disgusting. But yeah, okay, so let's go back. My fear is spiders. Flooding would be if somebody said, I'm going to cure your fear of spider. Good boy. Very nice. Came up with good job. Very good. Very nice. Our light switch is off right now. Very nice. Very good boy. I appreciate you. I appreciate you coming here. That's a very nice boy. I got distracted again, Wally. You moved, I got distracted. Our light switch is off. It's been off. This is as long as it's been off. It's been off this whole time. That's super good. Shoot, Wally, where was I going with this? Wally's probably like, I like you because our brains are like very similar. Our light switches are on the fritz. It's wildness up in here. Shoot, Wally, what was I saying? We were talking about? I don't know. It'll come back to, my fear. Okay. The flooding. Here we are. Spiders. We're back on schedule. Flooding would be if someone came up to me and said, I'm going to cure you of your fear today, right now. I'd be like, oh, okay, good one. And they grabbed my body and they threw me into a closet that was full of spiders, and they locked the door and kept me in there. Now, the idea, I'm big on, sure, in some cases that might work. But I tell you, I swear I would die. I would die of a heart attack. I promise you that right off the bat. That would not cure me. It would kill me. I wouldn't come out of that closet and say, wow. Yes, okay. I wouldn't come out of that closet and say, wow, you know what? That wasn't scary. I didn't die. I love spiders now. No, that would not work for me. Again, I'm not one to say something doesn't work. Flooding can work in some very few scenarios. But if it doesn't work, it sends you back 500 steps. Again, it would kill me. It would put me in the grave. So there's that. Let's put it in a specific Wally scenario. It would make his anxiety 500 times worse. So whatever you're seeing now, multiply that 5 times 500. I don't know if you're a numbers person or not, but I'm not willing to make it that much worse. That's not, my goal here. So I'm not willing to risk flooding. Why people do love flooding is because it's quick. Again, shove me in the closet and lock me in there. That's quick. And you're going to get a quick response. I'm going to either die right away or I'm going to get over it. One of the two. So people love quick responses. Why people don't like how I do it, and I'm on Wally's schedule, why people don't like that is because it's not always fast. And that's okay. This anxiety is not something that just goes away. Neural pathways aren't just something that are built overnight. It takes time, and I'm okay with that. I understand that it takes time. I understand that it's difficult, and I'm big on saying, like today, I saw a ton of very good things today, right off the bat. We're only 36 minutes in, and I'm seeing progress. That's insane. That's insane to me. Again, I talked about that dog I had last week. We had a breakthrough day 2, the very end of our session, like no joke, the last 30 seconds was our first breakthrough. Here we're having breakthroughs. The first one was when he stopped and smelled the treats. One was when he came up to me. The first lay down, that was a huge breakthrough. We had another lay down, and now we're calm and we're laying down. So we're having a ton of breakthroughs already. But again, this is on his time, and it's important to see those as breakthroughs, because I can imagine if I was working really hard and I was doing something that was really difficult and someone just said, well, you're not doing this. Well, you're not doing the end result. And I'm like, but I'm trying and I'm working really hard and you can't see that. That would be very frustrating for me to say I'm working hard and nobody sees how hard I'm working. So I think it's very important to recognize he's working very hard. He's trying hard and it's difficult, and he's doing it. He is doing the co-regulation thing, and he's trying to control that light switch. Again, he doesn't have control of it. That's the whole issue, is that it's on the fritz. It goes off and on. A single noise turns that anxiety switch on. So I'm big on I'm not going to flood. We're going to go completely on his schedule and see what he's good with. Now, so I don't know how the rest of the days are going to look. I'm just telling you my plan for tomorrow based off what I'm seeing now. We're going to do the just keep swimming, and then we're going to kind of see how it goes. Now, how I will know is I always try. I try something. So I'll say, okay, you're doing really good with the just keep swimming. Now let me see if you can give me a behavior. Or let's take the distractions up a notch. I base what I'm going to do next off of how we respond to that. If we respond really good, okay, that's what we do. If we don't respond really good, we go right back. So it's okay to try. That's what a lot of people are like, well, how do I know when I go to the next step and we're ready for the next step? You try, but it's important to make a decision off of that. A lot of times people try it and it goes awful and then they continue to do it. And I'm like, well, it didn't go good. Why would we continue to set our dogs? Why would we continue to set our dogs up for failure when I know they're not ready? They literally just showed me they're not ready, and I'm going to ignore that information. That'd be super frustrating if I was the dog. I've always thought this as a human who kind of thinks more like a dog than a human anyway, is I can imagine how frustrating it is to be a dog and to live in a human world that is controlled by human social behavior and not by dog social behavior. That would be very frustrating. You people have you people, like I'm not one of them. Us as humans, we have our own social rules that we expect them to abide by. They're dogs. How would they know our social rules? We use verbal cues with our mouth and expect them to understand that. The biggest one is no. How we just get dogs and we just start saying no, and then we get frustrated when they don't listen. Like they're supposed to understand what no means. They don't talk They don't verbalize with one another. That's not how they communicate. They communicate with their bodies. So I can imagine how frustrating that is when they're like, I don't know. I don't know what this is. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. I can tell you're angry. I can tell you're upset by your body language and the things that you're doing, but I don't know how to fix that. If I were a dog, I would lay under a table and just say, I'm going to lay here for the rest of my life. I'm going to lay here forever. And it is what it is. So that way I can't disappoint you and I can't be getting it wrong over and over. It must be very difficult to be a dog. But again, I recognize that and I let them know, again, you are trying so hard. This seems like nothing to some people. They feel like the dog laid down most of the session. That's huge. That is a huge accomplishment. And it's looking at that and saying, Wally, boy, I see you and you made a huge accomplishment today. Way to go. Way to go. I love it. And that's what I'm going to be doing throughout the whole thing. So we're going to be trying new things. If it's too much, we go back down and we keep doing it where we're at, and then we move our way up. So here, we're really comfortable. Our anxiety switch, again, it's about that halfway mark because you see his head will go and his head will freeze, but we're not pacing. We're not panting anymore. I know you can't see his mouth from the position he's at, but he's not panting anymore. So we cut another of our stress signals out. Gorgeous, beautiful. Oh no, I literally just spilled peanut butter everywhere. Give me 1 second. Well, Wally, freebies here. Yeah, look at this. Want to try some of that? No? Okay, well, oh, you do? Yeah, what do you think? I mean, you don't have to. I'll leave it there on the ground. You can, oh, we do like you. We took it off the ground, not off my finger. I totally get it. I mean, I spilled like a whole bunch if you want to do a lick before I have to clean it up. Look at this bad boy over here. Oh yeah, look, right here. Boop. Good. There, by me putting my finger, that was too much. He backed up. He's saying, too much, lady. Like, give me a friggin' break. I gotta get this cleaned up. It's nasty. Ooh, why is this peanut butter so thin? Oh, it is. Oh, it's gross. Ugh. Break it up. Okay. Yeah. I do have another. Oh, look at him, all in the business. Look at you all in the business, Wally. I love that, Mr. Wally. Very good. Look at, I spilled the whole thing down here. I'm gonna move that up before I do that again. Before I knock that over. Very good. Look at, he's all walking here towards me. Dogs are barking, and he's still, that light switch hasn't gone on in about 30 seconds. Oh, it just turned on. Shoot. That's okay. It was good. It was good for a long time. I cannot believe I just literally spilled that all over. That was nasty. That was nasty, but I think you liked it, Wally. I think you liked it. Look at this quail. Like, I really think you're gonna like him. If you give him a little chew. Oh, shoot. Let's turn it. I wanna make sure we can always see Wally. Good job. Good boy. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at him. Quack, quack, quack. Quack, 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 quack. No. Yummy? No? Okay, cool. It's here, though. It's here. Look at that. Smell, very nice, very good. I'm gonna bring up the, oh, I actually have the big guns here. No, I'm not going to use it today. Let me tell you why. Again, today's decompressing day. I have some like real awesome treats, like some real good stuff in the freezer back there. I was gonna go get it, but again, today is not about getting him to take anything. It's about making him feel comfortable. So I'm gonna save that for when we do things later down the road on a different day. Oh, we turned back on. Our light switch is fully on. We are pacing back and forth, which is fine. I'm gonna be the co-regulation here. Oh, here, without talking to him, I kind of just picked up the toy and started moving it around, and it turned his switch off. And he was like, oh, do you have a toy? I do have a toy. Look at that. That one's kind of fun. Oh, here, noise. Walking by. Our light switch is obviously very turned on, so I'm not going to talk to him. I'm here for him. I'm here with our toys. I'm doing my regular thing that I'm doing. Again, I'm not talking to him. I'm not babying him. Oh, very nice. Good. Just sitting here playing with toys. Again, if this was a threatening situation, obviously I'm not going to be sitting here playing with toys. I'm going to be picking him up and being like, it's okay. I don't want to do it because I don't want him to hear it and be like, oh my God, something. Because again, we can accidentally affirm these things. And I think that's probably what has happened. This isn't a blame game. This isn't, oh my gosh, whose fault is it? That's not what this is. This is what we're going to do moving forward. But just know we don't want to talk during these times to him because we don't want to accidentally affirm it. Very good. Look, I have this one. Where are you? This is from the Dallas store. Yeah, I know. It's kind of my cheap toy, but I thought I'd take it out just to see what you would think. This one's a fun one. I made it. You made it out of old blankets. Do you like that one? Oh. Did I make this one? I feel like I didn't. Could have. It's just braided. I feel like I could have made it, but I didn't. This one is like your favorite. You really like this one. Looks like a squirrel tail. That's why. Squirrel tail. Squirrel tail. Yes. Good job. Very nice job. So our switch is very on. I don't know if you saw that. It was very on. We had a hard freeze. Oh, back to the door. We're doing our, oh no, we're not doing our door window pace. We did our door. Come back to me. Okay. Oh, why everywhere I move, you like get out of the camera. Oh no, we are doing our door window pace. We are doing door window pace. So I'm not gonna engage with him. I'm gonna over here and doing my own things. Oh, I thought we were sitting. We're not. I'm gonna turn that a little bit. Very important. We don't engage with him in this moment. We're the regulation in the storm. So I'm the calm in the storm. I'm over here doing my own thing, not reacting to the noises that are going on. This is part of his pathway, though. This I got excited because he was walking towards me, but this is part of his anxiety pathway. It's window, door, walk around, pacing. Oh, hi! No, you did come and stopped over by me. Okay. So you see, this is the time where I can give that love and affection because our switch is off. Okay, dude. Good job. Good job. You're a good boy. You're a very good boy. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, good boy. Really nice. So you see where it's appropriate versus when it's not. Good boy. Very nice. Awesome job, dude. Very good boy. You're trying really hard. I appreciate you. And as soon as that light switch goes on, that's when it stops. So there, it's on. So I'm going to stop the engaging. I'm going to make sure I'm not affirming that. Are we going to the window? I don't know. Oh no, we're coming back over towards me. Good job. Very good boy. Where's this good boy? Look at this one. Do you like this one? It could be yummy. It could be so yummy. He's like, I don't know if I like that yet. It might be poison. I don't know, you lady. I mean, they do say, good, we're checking out toys. Oh my gosh. Oh, our light's on. We're gonna stop engaging. They do say don't take candy from strangers. So, I mean, smart boy over there. Okay, we were bouncing in and out, but now you can see oh, we're smelling my back. Peek. Oh no, our light switch is on. It's hard to tell when you can't see. Or a light switch is on. You see the changes in that body language. I'm gonna move so that way I can see him. Oh, hi. No, as you can see, he's, oh, good. Yes. Oh, no, our light switch is off. Again, it goes on and off so quickly, so it's very important to see when it goes on and when it goes off, when it goes on, when it goes off, because as soon as it goes on, I'm doing my thing and I'm co-regulating. If it's off, we're having a fun time. We're having a party. Oh, stress yawn. We stress yawn. That's a release. I'm releasing my stress. I think of a stress yawn like if you have a really bad day, going home and screaming into a pillow where you feel better after. That's what that stress yawn is. It's literally letting it go. Let it go. Let it go. I was singing that. I was singing that the other day. So here we're not going to engage. I'm gonna play with our toys. Oh, yes, good job. Very nice. I'm sitting here playing with toys. Oh, no, welcome back from your anxiety storm. I'm here to help you. I am your co-regulator, Miss Ellie. I will help you. I will help you through the hard times. Oh, look at that toy. Very nice. Oh, this one's super fun. Very nice. Very good. But this one looks like a noose, actually. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that toy. That toy is sketchy. That toy is a sketchy toy. Good boy. You're doing a really good job. I really appreciate you. Oh, there's my turn. Oh, it turned off. Very good boy. You're doing a very good job. Oh, we're back on. So here's me going to do what I want to do. And you notice here, by me turning off my Wally talking, he's shutting that switch off. Good boy. Nice job. So as soon as his switch turns on, I want you to watch. I'm going to stop engaging. Okay. So I'm going to stop engaging with him right now. And he's almost using that as a signal to shut that light switch off. He's going, oh, okay. This is what we're doing. Hold on, I'm going to move. Of course, when I say it, he's not going to do it. He was doing perfectly with it. Every time I disengage. Oh, there we go. Hi, welcome back. Good boy. I is proud. I is so proud of you. Good job. He's not a huge fan, so I need to stop of me petting him. I'm going to show you why. We're going to watch his face. We're going to watch his eyes. We're going to watch his ears. What happened as soon as I went to pet under his ear or under his chin, you notice his ears immediately went back and his eyes got big. That's literally him saying, would rather not. Oh, yes. There, he's saying, I'd rather you not touch me. So I'm going to respect that. I'm not going to pet him anymore. Because he asked. It would literally be like a human saying, please, can you not? Say it was someone who was like hugging you and you're like, can you please not hug me? I don't feel comfortable. That's what he was saying to me. Very polite way of letting me know. But a lot of times we as humans, we don't recognize that communication, and I could keep doing it and that's gonna piss him off, especially when he is anxious. And he could revert to biting because I'm not listening. Imagine how angry it would make you if you said to someone, please stop. Can you please stop doing that? You asked real nice. And then they kept hugging you. You'd be like, I asked you to stop. Could you please stop? Seriously, I've asked you to stop. Please stop. Oh, now I'm slapping you in the face. That's the escalation there. And a lot of times the dogs were like, oh my God, it happened out of nowhere. And it didn't. They asked us 10 minutes ago. And we ignored their signals. Again, what they do is different than what we do as humans. When I'm, frustrated or don't like hugs, my ears just don't go back and people know that, oh, she's uncomfortable, I'm going to stop. I have to say it. Dogs, very obvious, they're going to say it. They can't talk. They can't speak. So we have to look at their other forms of communication. But right here, we are freaking co-regulating it up. Ooh. Oh, shoot. Want to make sure you're in the thing, Wally. Very nice. Oh, hello. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I can't keep turning this, Wally. You keep moving. Where are you? Oh, hi. Hello. Very nice. Thank you for giving me kisses. I appreciate you. Very nice. He's over. I don't know if he's sitting. He's standing right by me. Right now we're on, so I can't. Oh, no, we're off. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. What's it doing? What's it doing? Thank you. Thank you. Very nice. We're still off. He's wandering now. He's checking out the toys. He's over here checking out my feet. Oh, we're back on. We just heard dogs barking and we heard a door noise. So he turned back on. We're gonna wait for him to shut off before I'm going to engage. Ow. Oh, now I can't get up. Wally, I can't get up. There, I shouldn't have said his name and I shouldn't have talked to him because he's facing. Oh my gosh, I really can't get up. That was embarrassing. It's embarrassing because that is now on video forever for everyone to see. We're on. His light switch is on. A lot on. There, I'll let you see it. See how on that light switch is? So it's really important. I guess this lesson number 1 is learning when his light switch is on and his light switch is off and knowing what we do in both. When the light switch is off, I'm going to co-regulate with you. That means I'm going to sit and I'm here with you physically. I'm here with you, but I'm not going to touch you and I'm not going to engage with you, but I'm here with you. As soon as that light switch is off, then I'm going to engage with you. Whether that is petting, for me, it's not. He told me I don't like that. He literally looked at me and said, please stop. So for us, it's not touching. For me, again, just laying down with him, verbally talking to him and saying, oh, goodbye, whatever it might be, or getting the toy. I have something in my eye. Sorry that this video is going to be me picking out something of my eyeball. But yeah, it's important to recognize that, those signals when that light switch is on versus when that light switch is off, and knowing what we do when the light switch is on and when it's off, and knowing that it switches very rapidly right now. The idea is, as we get better at this, we have longer periods of off, and we don't see on off, on off, on off, on off, on off, on off. We see a more, I guess, let's do this. You know, this is what we see right now. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. I want a more stable. You know, there's always going to be, good job, things are coming over. Look what I have. Got this thing. Yeah, super cool. Things are coming over. Oh, we're on. But yeah, it's getting a more stable baseline. I never expect this. That's perfection. That doesn't exist. That's not real. So I'm never gonna have that expectation of any human or any dog. Oh, we saw person, so we're on. See, very on. Very on. I'm gonna wait till the light switch is off. Still on. Oh God, my guy. On, very on. We're doing our pacing. There we go, very on. And here, I'm here, but I'm not engaging. It's very easy in this, when we're seeing them struggle per se, to want to scoop up. Hi, welcome back, very nice. Oh, we're back on. He gave me, that was a good 3 seconds where he shut it off for. That was really good. And that was the biggest distraction we've had yet. This window right here, people were walking by. That was really triggering for him. So giving me 3 seconds during that is huge. That might not sound like a lot. Oh, hi, welcome back. Thank you, Dagger boy. That's a very nice boy. Oh, we're back. Oh, we're off. Good job. Very nice. Very good boy. I appreciate you. Very nice work. Very nice work. I need to get better toys, huh? Do my toys suck? You can tell me. I mean, I have a ton of small beds. Oh, we're on. It can be very easy in this moment when we see them turn on and we see that light switch turn on. It's very easy for us to want to be the savior, jump in and save them. We need to teach them how to manage and how to deal. I'm here to save you in the long run. I'm not here to save you from this nothingness that's going on, from this not good. Yes, good job. Huge. That behavior we just saw there, a shake off. Just like the yawn, it's a literal visual of them saying, I'm releasing that anxiety. Yes, very nice, very good, I love it. So we've seen a lot of things today. But again, the biggest takeaway from this lesson is knowing when we're on, knowing when we're off. What do I do when the light switch is on? What do I do when the light switch is off? And just to go over very quickly, when the light switch is on, I am just here with you. I'm not interacting with you, but I'm here with you. I want you to know I'll be here for you, but I'm not going to protect you unless it's something that needs protecting from. A lion, a loose dog, a tornado. I can't think of other things. Nothing's really going to kill you in real life. Let's be honest. It's hardly going to ever happen. Now, the other hand, when the switch is off, what do we do? That's the time for all the loves, all the affections, all the this. And just know for right now, his light switch goes like this. It's on and off, on and off, on and off. Very good boy. Very nice. There we go. Visually releasing that stress. Oh, love it. Love it, love it. So we know, that's lesson number 1. We know on and off. We know his light switch flickers. It's very slow. We get really quick moments. It goes on, it goes off. But now we know what to do in both of those. And then tomorrow we're going to amp it up. We're going to just keep swimming and we're going to see how it goes.